My name is Dr. Jessica Payne, and I'm a chiropractic nutritionist and mama, and thank you so much for joining me on this Essential Oil Workshop 101. My obligatory disclaimer is anything I say regarding Young Living's products have not been evaluated by the FDA. Therefore, this is not intended to cure, diagnose, treat, or prevent in any way. So I've been using essential oils for over 10 years personally, and it really wasn't until I had my own little girl where I truly fell in love with essential oils. Not a day goes by now that we use our essential oils or we pick out our essential oils together, and it's really been an amazing, joyful journey with learning how to use essential oils. So that's really why I am teaching all of you. So what are essential oils? Basically, essential oils are like the lifeblood of a plant. Just like we have blood passing through our vessels, exchanging nutrients and waste, plants have this lifeblood as well. And this lifeblood protects them from insects and harsh environmental conditions as well as diseases. Now, they're essential for the plants to adapt and evolve and grow. Basically what they are concentrated, natural, aromatic liquids extracted from shrubs and flowers and trees and bushes and seeds and branches, etc. And the lavender comes from the flower, frankincense oil comes from the resin, cypress comes from the branches, lemon comes from the rind, cinnamon comes from the bark. And when plants are carefully grown, harvested, and distilled properly, the oil can offer powerful therapeutic benefits. Some history of the essential oils. Basically, they've been around for over 1,000 years. Chinese manuscripts and Egyptian hieroglyphics have quoted them to be man's first medicine. There's over 200 references in the Bible in regards to essential oils, from anointing, ointments, incense, and using them with the sick, as well as baby Jesus or the Christ child was gifted frankincense, gold, and myrrh. And frankincense and myrrh in biblical times were as highly as regarded as gold was. So now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Young Living and why I chose Young Living as the main company to work with. They offer a seed to seal guarantee. Basically, they offer some of the most therapeutic grade essential oils on the market today. And these essential oils on the market today from Young Living are carefully controlled through this entire seed to seal process. And what that means is everything from the time the seed is sourced until the oil is sealed in the bottle has been carefully controlled. And I stress that because it's just so highly important to make sure that you're getting and receiving true essential oil with 100%, being that it's 100% pure. Now, Young Living has been around for over 20 years, and they're the first company to start widespread distribution to the public. They own 9 farms on 4 different continents, and they're growing. As well as they have a unique distillation process using low temperatures, low pressure steam distillation process to extract the oils from the plants, which allow the therapeutic properties to remain in the plants. They are also dedicated to responsible and sustainable growing and harvesting methods, meaning no chemicals, no herbicides, no pesticides. Everything is organic from the seed down to the soil, and that's really important to me. Now, unfortunately, there's no federal regulation or governing body overseeing the labeling of essential oils. So you could go to the supermarket and pick up an essential oil, but it's not guaranteed that it's 100% pure therapeutic grade, even if the label says that. The FDA only requires 5% of what's in a bottle of essential oil to truly be pure therapeutic grade. And that means you could be purchasing something with the 5%, but also the 95% could be a solvent or a carrier oil or a chemical. And it's really important to understand what you're putting on your body as well as internally. So why is therapeutic grade important? Well, a lot of people ask me this because they'll say, well, can't I just go pick up an essential oil, off the shelf in the supermarket? Well, there's so much more than just a fragrance. And high quality essential oils contain therapeutic properties that will promote health and wellness in a natural and chemical-free way. Now, therapeutic grade essential oils can improve your family's physical wellness, uplift your spirits, purify your home, and do so much more with just one drop of an oil. So there's 3 ways to use an essential oil, and the first way I'm going to talk about is through inhalation. Basically what you can do is take an oil, open it up, and inhale like that. And within 22 seconds of inhaling, it will have reached your brain. So these are very, very powerful that way. You can also use what's called a diffuser, and this is Young Living's diffuser, and it's a cool air mist diffuser. And what you do is you put a half cup of water or so, and there's a line in here where you fill it up to of water, and then anywhere from 1 to 10 drops of essential oil, and you can diffuse that into the air and inhale, or just breathe, really. Then what you could do is, if you didn't have your diffuser and you wanted to disperse it more throughout the air rather than just waving it in front of your nose, what you can do is take a bowl of warm water and put a couple drops of essential oil in, and that will also help. It's very helpful when traveling if you don't have your diffuser. Another way to use an essential oil is through topical application on your skin. And some of the most popular areas are behind your ears, or on your ears, your temples, your soles of your feet, the tops of your feet, your abdomen, as well as your lower back. Now, I like to tell people that the feet are really great because we have reflexes on our feet, basically communicating to all of our organs, and they're called VitaFlex points. And this is just a really great chart, and it's fun to look at and see, for example, where your spine is, or where your intestinal tract is on your feet. And you can use those oils all over the feet, or you could use it in specific areas focused on those organs. And the third way of using an essential oil is through internal consumption, or like a dietary supplement. And what you can do is always read the label, and what you can do is put an oil in some water or some tea or some almond milk. You can also use what's called a veggie cap. And a veggie cap, if you don't like the flavor or the taste of the oil, a veggie cap will allow you to put a couple drops of the oil in the veggie caps, and then you just swallow. And that is very effective to reach farther into your system. For instance, if you're using peppermint, which can help aid with digestion, sometimes it's nice to use it in a capsule, which I'll talk about more. But basically, you can also use them in cooking recipes. For instance, we like to use oregano in our pasta sauce, and that. So now I'm going to talk to you about some oil safety, and always read the label. It's very, very important to read a label. And what you can do in regards to reading a label is it says peel here, and you can just peel it like this and open it up and see what's in it. And then on the label on the outside, there's always direction and caution. So always read the label, because some of the oils are considered hot. What that means is if you apply an oil directly to your skin, it can burn or irritate your skin. So again, always read the label. But a good rule of thumb is, if you know that there's an oil that's hot, you're going to want to dilute it using a carrier oil. And a carrier oil is any seed oil, like olive oil, coconut oil. V6 is an oil that Young Living sells, or Ortho-Ease. These are great oils to use with the essential oil. So for example, if an oil is said to be used topically with another carrier oil or to be diluted, always use a carrier oil. Now, sometimes people will say the word neat, N-E-A-T, and what that means is you can apply the oil directly to your skin. Now, basically what I'm telling you is essential oils are not water soluble and they're fat soluble. So to dilute or cool an oil, again, use a carrier oil and always read the label. Now, other oils are photosensitive. For example, when you apply the oil on your skin, the sun can magnify their effect on your skin. And those lemon, orange, mandarin, bergamot, and angelica, those are the most common ones to be known as photosensitive. So just be aware. Also, I love using essential oils for pregnant women, infants, and children. And there's not a whole lot on the market that is safe for that population. And I really love essential oils, but always be aware and be cautious just because of hormonal changes as well as sensitive skin in pregnancy. But I really like this resource called Gentle Babies. It's by Deborah Rayburn. It's a great, fantastic resource for anyone with a family. As well as I like aromatherapy for the healthy child. And this is written by Valerie and Werwood. Now, a good rule of thumb, if you have sensitive skin or if you are applying an oil to a child, basically you're going to dilute the essential oil using a half teaspoon to 1 full teaspoon of carrier oil or seed oil to 1 to 2 drops of essential oil. Some more oil safety: never apply an oil directly in your ears or your eyes. You can use them for your ears on the outside and around your throat and your neck. That's fantastic. You can also put a couple drops of essential oil in a cotton ball and then put the cotton ball in your ear. Now, if you're going to use them around your eye, you can put it and rub them around your orbit. And if you get too close or if you start noticing sensation is burning your eye, you can use just a dab or just a touch of coconut oil or olive oil and then smudge your eye like that, and that will help dilute the essential oil so it stops the burn. Keep the oils away from direct sunlight because it can tamper and affect the therapeutic properties in the oil, as well as keep them out of heat. So don't store your oils, for instance, if you're traveling, take them with you so the hot car doesn't affect the therapeutic properties. So anything over 90 degrees will affect the therapeutic properties. If you or someone you know is using an essential oil and it causes discomfort, stop using the oil or dilute the oil. So for example, oftentimes as people are using an essential oil, it can create what's called a healing reaction or a healing effect. And it can create kind of like a hive effect or rashy appearance. And if that occurs, dilute the area that you used with the essential oil with a seed oil, and also stop using the essential oil. And you really need to just start slower then if that's the case, and that might be just applying it on your feet or even on the inside of your wrist or whatnot. Now, a lot of people will ask me how long these essential oils will last, and it really depends on it just really depends on how often you use them. But the ones that come in the premium starter kit are 5 milliliters and they hold roughly 80 drops. And the larger bottles, which are 15 milliliters, hold roughly 250 drops. Now, I wanted to show you a few ways in which I store some essential oils for personal use. because essential oils can dissolve plastics and paint and petrochemicals. So it's really important. For instance, I use some of the essential oils, and I'll talk to you more about this, but thieves and lemon for cleaning agents in my home, anywhere from the kitchen countertops to the bathroom. I use these kind of spray bottles. I also like to dilute and have oregano on hand just to support the immune system, and I like to have a tablespoon of olive oil and 10 drops of oregano in this kind of glass dropper bottle. Roller bottles are fantastic. What you can do is put the carrier oil in the roller bottle along with the essential oil and just roll on wherever you feel you need to apply it. Some people will tell me that their essential oils dissolve their styrofoam cup, so please do not drink out of a styrofoam cup. Make sure you drink out of a glass cup, or I use a Life Factory water bottle, which comes really in handy if I'm using peppermint throughout the day or drinking lemon or citrus fresh. So a few more statistics in regards to the essential oils when you use them topically are if you put them on your skin, within 2 to 3 minutes they have reached your bloodstream. In 21 minutes every single cell has been affected, and in 2 to 3 hours your body has metabolized these oils. So a lot of people will ask me, well, how often can I apply these oils? And these oils can be applied safely every 2 to 3 hours. So now I'm going to talk to you about the versatility of the oils and how multi-purpose they really are, and how I use them in my home and with my family. Lavender is the first oil that comes in the premium starter kit, and of the premium starter kit you get 10 oils and then 1 bonus oil, so really 11 essential oils with a diffuser and a product guide, and I also send all the distributors a quick reference guide. But I'm going to talk to you about these oils, and lavender is one of the most gentle essential oils there is. It's actually called the Swiss Army knife of essential oils, but we use it to help promote better quality sleep, as well as it's great to diffuse for a more tranquil environment. And it's really amazing for moisture deprived skin, or really any skin situations, as well as supporting your immune system. So I really love lavender. Frankincense right here is also one I absolutely love. It's great for concentration, elevating your mood. It's also a very grounding oil for me. I use it for yoga or meditation and prayer. It's topically great for healthy skin and for your complexion, and this also supports the immune system. Thieves, another fantastic oil, used in so many different ways. I use it for cleaning my countertops to support the immune system. It's fantastic to diffuse, using the diffuser to purify the air. And it's also a gentle aid for dental and mouth maintenance. Lemon is a fantastic uplifting and energizing oil. So this is great for the office, especially if you're getting or having those days where you have a little slump in energy. It's great to diffuse, as well as it supports your skin, as well as we use it in our kitchen. It's a great degreaser. I also have used it several times to get the glue off of from stickers off of my countertops or my chairs, and I really like using lemon as an aid to clean my vegetables. So what I do is I have a big large bowl, glass bowl of pure water, and then I'll put anywhere from 1 to 3 drops of lemon oil, and then put the vegetables in, whether it's green beans or broccoli or cauliflower, etc., and I just soak them in there, and then I rinse them. So that's another great way to use your lemon. And I lastly like to use it to aid digestion, so I will use it in my Life Factory water bottle quite frequently and sip that throughout the day. Peppermint is a fantastic digestive and respiratory oil, and what I mean by that is for people suffering from occasional nausea or occasional heartburn or even a sour stomach, peppermint is fantastic for. Again, it's great for overall respiratory function and can be applied to overworked muscles. And I like putting it in my water as well to aid flavor. The next few oils I'm going to talk about are not for internal consumption. And again, if you are not sure if you can use the essential oils internally, just make sure you read the labels. Panaway, this is such a fantastic oil to open up. And if you're having any minor muscle discomfort or overworked muscles or tense muscles, you can rub in that area to create relaxation in those muscles. But it's also great for menstrual cramps and growing pains in children, etc. Joy is, you can see the labels half peeled off. This is Veda's favorite, my little girl's favorite oil. It's a very uplifting oil and it creates emotional balance. It provides emotional relief, and one way I know quite a few people use it is they put a dab on their shirt or on their collar or on their scarf so they can inhale that throughout the day, especially if they're going through some occasional blues. Purification, this is a great air purifier. Neutralizes odors like cigarette smoke and mildew and mustiness. I really like it for hotel rooms, as I mentioned. And topically, you can use it to cleanse and soothe your skin. Stress Away, this is one of my favorite oils. It's called Vacation in a Bottle. For me, when I use it on my neck or my temples, I wake up feeling much more refreshed in the morning. But this can be great for calming occasional stressful situations such as exams or interviews or just life stressors. Melaleuca alterniflorea, this is aka tea tree, and it's a great immune system support, but it also aids in gently cleansing and soothing your skin. And then Citrus Fresh, this is the bonus oil of the premium starter kit. I use this internally in my water bottle, but I also use it to diffuse. I find that it's very uplifting and promotes joy for me. And it's very helpful to put in the bathtub to support your lymphatic system. And that is Citrus Fresh. So I want to talk to you now about a great reference, a resource that I highly recommend, is the reference guide for essential oils. Anything and everything you need to know or want to know in regards to the Young Living products is in here. So I highly recommend purchasing that, as well as for more information on essential oils and to subscribe, go to my website at www.livingyourlifenaturally.com. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, I'm Dr. Jessica Payne, and have a wonderful day.